This is your business incorporated. The Lagos-based financial derivatives company is forecasting Nigeria's growth prospect at between 1.8% and 1.9% for the new year 2019 as Nigerians are told to brace up for a new petrol price regime. FDC's Chief Executive Officer, Rewane, outlined some of his outlook for the new year early today when he spoke with me on our Business Morning program. Let's take a listen to some of the most contentious issues around petrol subsidy, the currency adjustment, as well as supplementary budget, most likely in the new year.
When we go into Q2,
yes.
Now, so we have 4 distinct quarters. Q1 is about election, and Q2 is about petitions and going to court and swearing in. Then Q3 is about congratulations and appointments. And then the real work begins in Q4. So you're going to be gasping at the end of Q 2019 because we spent all the time electing ourselves without doing so much work.
Okay, so how do we fasten our seatbelt?
No, let me tell you what it's going to happen.
The economy in 2019.
2019.
Whatever happens, NLC will have to get some minimum wage done.
They will.
Have to fix petrol subsidy. We have to fix electricity tariffs.
Absolutely.
We have to fix a number of these issues. Let
me tell you what our predictions are. 1, GDP growth will be 1.9%, 1.8% if you are lucky. And while the global growth is 3.7%, we are going to be investing only $6 billion in capex for the country, which is about 1.1% of your GDP, where we should be doing about 11 to 12%. Our deficit is going to be, our revenues are going to be sharply lower because we think oil prices, you have a benchmark price of 60, today oil price is 53. So that's the first time we've had a spot price below the benchmark. The benchmark is supposed to be a floor. Mm-hmm. Now the floor has become a ceiling. Now, deficit will be 3 trillion. The subsidy gap, in the budget, we put a subsidy of 305 billion, while in fact we have spent 1.3 trillion this year, which means that it is clear that whoever comes into government, no matter who wins, their price of petrol is going to go up by at least 25%. So we are looking at petrol price of 176.
Nigerians should prepare for a new petrol price that is looking like something on the screen.
Yes.
176 to 200.
So
because the administration is thinking on that recovery.
Yes. I mean, we can't hide from it. Now, the currency itself will come under pressure. So get ready for the fact that the currency will come under pressure. The worst case scenario is that we have a 10% depreciation. This 36 naira added to 360.
Most likely when after the election.
Q4, Q3. There'll be a supplementary budget because this budget is going nowhere. A supplementary budget in which we will increase our investment and spending by about 20%. Subsidies will be cut. Minimum wage will kick in. More contractor debt will be securitized during the year. And the currency adjustment is inevitable in Q4 because the price of oil is going to come down. That's it. That's the raw truth.
Okay. All of this will be taken to work by whoever becomes
the president
and his team. So that takes us to, whichever way folks look at it, it brings us all into the market about the economy and the financial markets.
There's work to be done.
How do you think the financial markets will handle that? Let's add it together.
Let me tell you what. The stock market, the bearish sentiment will continue in Q1, but for just the time to buy. Q2, Q3, Q4, you're going to have a rally. There'll be a post-election rally. There'll be MTN listing, I think, and then you're going to have a market that's going to rally. And so there's lots of money to be made in the stock market after it reverses its trend. And the time to go in is now. Naira liquidity will increase on the back of minimum wage review and post-election spending. And how will this affect you? Like we said, wage relief. Go to the next slide. Wage relief, but more pain. You know, that kind of thing where you take the booster shot, you take that injection, there's pain, there's relief, but there's pain.
It hits you.
Yeah, and you could be allergic to it. But how does it affect you? We think that the price of rice will go up by at least 10%, right? Right now it's about 15,000. It's going to go to 16,500.
Is this where my new minimum wage will go?
Yeah. Your beans is going to go up by 10% to 22,000, and Gary will be up to 7,500. Tomatoes up also by, so we have a 10% across the board thing. But for white products, that is your refrigerators, your television, and your cooker, all of these things are going up by 15%. Your refrigerator with 250,000 naira, the big one. The television set 32 inches will be 92,000.
Should I buy a new generator today?
Yes. And your cooker 59,800. Now, how does this affect you for your transport fares?
Yes.
Transport fares, Abuja to Lagos up 82,000, going by air, return. Rent in Lagos will be up by another 10%. Lagos mainland, you're looking for a good size 4-bedroom apartment, 1 million naira a year. Medical bills will be up by 17%. Basic lab tests up to about 10,000 naira. And if your child is in Corona elitist, you'll be paying about 425,000 naira a term. Yeah. So things that will change. Minimum wage will be reviewed upwards. Mobile payment system will revolutionize the telcos and financial institutions. Put the banks at a competitive disadvantage. Banks will lay off redundant staff during the year. Nigeria will remain, things that will not change. Clear, Nigeria will remain an oil-dependent nation, even though rhetoric is about diversification. The economic growth will lag population growth, definitely. Population is 2.6. Over 40% of Nigerians will remain below the poverty line, so poverty will still be an issue. And fuel subsidy will remain a politically sensitive issue, but we have to deal with it or it will sink us.
Okay. A quick one. When you're pregnant with expectations,
yes,
how much work and how quickly should things change to press that change button in 2019?
Look, talk is cheap. I can say all the change I want to change. But you see, change does not mean positive change. It does not guarantee you positive change. You know, a change, if you go from 3 to 2, you have changed. You're going down backwards, right? So what we are looking for is positive change, sustainable change, and accelerated change to catch up so that we can become competitive. So some things won't change. Some things could change. And what are the things that could change? The structure of the foreign exchange market, if we head towards full convertibility, because someday, sometime, we're going to come there. Because of mobile payment system with telcos, you are accelerating that process. So banking competition from the telcos and the fintech companies, right? The fact that currency, money is fungible means that we are going to head towards full convertibility sometime. Tighter monetary policy could be adopted, but hey, then the stock market will actually move forward.
Mr. Rewane, the CEO at Financial Derivatives Company. Meantime, Nigeria's Egina floating production, storage and offloading field will most likely start production on the 3rd of January. According to the operator, Total Nigeria, the Egina oil field, which has the capacity to produce about 200,000 barrels of oil per day, is scheduled to start with about 170,000 barrels per day. The first Egina production well was opened on the South Loop on December 29, 2018. The field is located under 1,600 meters of water, 150 kilometers off the southeastern coast of Nigeria. And two Nigerian banks, Access and Diamond Banks, are hitting the ground running in the new year with a planned business combination announcing the integration of more than 3,000 automated teller machines across the country. Access Bank says in a statement on Tuesday that customers with Diamond Bank's ATM cards can use those cards on any of the automated teller machines without incurring the 65 naira charge. That services become effective today, the 1st of January. The integration will also have direct impact for other channels, including more than 32,000 point of sales terminals of both Access and Diamond Bank. Put it all together. Let's leave it there for today. That's your Business Incorporated. I am Bosin Namafai. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.